So, money is actually not what a lot of people think it is, because you would think that a lot of people are chasing money, but they're not actually chasing money. They're chasing currency, what money has come to be. But originally, money is gold. So even when you look at the translation of money into tree, sika directly means gold. Sika koko is gold. So money first became paper notes in China when people developed a way of issuing notes to represent the amount of gold or the actual money they had. And when they began saving in banks, the banks also began issuing those notes. And eventually, those notes became what we call money today. But we shouldn't mistake what we call money today for value. Money is supposed to be an instrument that represents value, but it's not actual value. So we should have that mindset. That's the mindset which people have. When they are not chasing money, they are chasing value. Ability to recognize value is a very valuable gift. I won't call it a gift, it's a valuable trait. Okay, people, when you say $1 million, when you say a million Ghana cedis, it doesn't move them. They're looking at what they can exchange for that $1 million, what value they can get from that $1 million. And that is actually what they're thinking about. The $1 million or the $50 million, the currency, doesn't matter. So at this moment, in their minds, it's like a steal. The fact that people can exchange their time, their gifts, their energy for paper notes, they can always go and borrow and then translate those time, energy into something valuable. So that's what people bank on. There's a knowledge gap between the poor and the rich, the understanding of what value is. So when you are saving money, don't look at the money you're saving. Look at what you can exchange that money for. And those things, you should be looking at assets that appreciate. Actual money, that's gold, silver, and assets that appreciate. So that's it for today. I just wanted to give us a little knowledge about money. Basically, the monies we have in our hands, in our banks, they don't have inherent values. The currencies, they don't have inherent value. So the only value they have is the trust that we put in it. That's when we give it to someone, the person actually receives it. The person gives us whatever value that we want from that person. So as long as that trust is there, that's the only value those monies have. But when the trust begins to erode, as we see these days, as people are getting more knowledgeable about money and financial aptitude, we are seeing that the the currencies will begin to inflate and depreciate, and also there might have to be revaluing of currencies and all that. So if you're going to invest, I would advise you to invest in real money, actually getting real money. That's gold, silver, and that's God's money. The Bible says, "The gold and silver are mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills." So the gold and silver is God's ideal money. And when you look at the situation now, you see that central banks around the world are beginning to pile up gold because they're realizing that the current system might revert back to the gold trading system, a gold based economy. So it's going to be a gold based economy that's backed by technology or the blockchain. And that's what the coming economic system is going to be like. So you should begin to position yourselves in these areas, trying to invest in the technology of the future and also in gold, and then so none of this is financial advice. Just a guy giving his 2 cents or $2 in this case. See you guys.